Hello everyone, how are you today? I'm Hawk, or Kiv, and in this video I thought that I would continue the Fact Friday series because we got some awesome feedback and responses from the first video, and I wanted to continue it a lot, and I kind of wanted to upload it a bit earlier, but I said, let's keep it to Fact Friday, not Fact every day. So I thought that we would just, go over some awesome facts as per the request about gaming, because it's something that I love to do, and I'm sure a lot of you love to do as well. So let's jump right into it. So, just giving you all some fair warning here, these facts are about gaming in general, not a particular console or gaming series. These are just some facts that I found about gaming, so I apologize if some of them focus more on some games than others, but these are mainly some facts that were just out there on websites, and do keep in mind that some of these facts may have changed in time, because some of them might be related to people owning a certain copy of a game or game console or such, but anyway, let's jump right into it, and the first one is that there are over 100 million Game Boys in the world. In case you don't know what they are, basically before the Nintendo DS came out, it was Game Boy, which is basically a color or a original variant, and I happen to own a Game Boy Color. It's pretty much a brick, and I have no idea where it is, but either way, there are 32 million of them in Japan and 44 million in America. So that's a nice little key fact about some ancient gaming consoles there for you. Personally, I thought that my Game Boy Color was pretty rare because I've never seen anyone else own one, but I never knew that there were that many in the world, especially that many in Japan and America, because compared to the rest of the world, that only brings up about like 30 million for the rest of us. So that's a pretty big amount for just those two countries. In fact, if you happen to own one, make sure that you put something in the comment section down below. I want to see how many of you guys own a Game Boy Color. If you don't, or if you own maybe something more ancient, or maybe a little bit less ancient, still, but let me know in the comment section down below as to what you own in terms of your oldest gaming console. Moving on. Now, this next one I figured to be pretty strange, because I've never heard of this, but Mega Man is known as Rockman in Japan. This was changed in America because rock is well known as a slang for crack, cocaine, and the name stuck. I have never heard of cocaine being as a slang rock, so in case any of you guys are American, please let me know in the comment section down below, because I wasn't too sure about that one, but I thought I would keep it in there because it seemed really interesting and I had never heard of it. I honestly cannot believe that. I mean, come on, if he needs a boost of health, what does he do? Sniff a line? Maybe. Who knows? The Xbox was originally named the Direct Xbox, as it was initially designed to show how Microsoft's DirectX graphics technology could benefit the console market. So imagine that, having a completely different name for the Xbox, and I was kind of a bit bummed about the Xbox One. I figured that the Xbox Infinity fake leak was a lot more legitimate to me, because Infinity sounded a lot cooler compared to just Xbox One. And this Xbox Direct I've never heard of either, but hey, I guess, it was originally happened to be like that. So it's a good thing they just kept with Xbox, because that way, I don't know, who knows what they were thinking for Xbox 360 before that. So, moving on. 60% of all Americans age 6 and older, or about 145 million people, play computer and video games. The average age of a gamer is 28 years old. Now, that fact I found on a website which was a couple of years old, so I'm not too sure about the legitimacy of this one just nowadays, but it actually does go to prove that not every gamer is young, that there are still some older gamers in there, and maybe they're playing their Game Boy Colors, but who knows, they might be using their ancient brick consoles with a little bit of color and terrible graphics, but if they're having a fun time, that's good for them. So, moving on. It's only humanly possible to press a button on a controller 16 times per second. This record was set by, I'm going to butcher his name right now, but Toshuki Takahashi. Horrible pronunciation, which is, as you can tell, a Japanese gamer. So, that's insane, honestly. Pressing a single button 16 times in a second. Holy shit, when I rage, I press it about 3. How fast do you have to be going to press it 16 times? And that's only humanly possible, so that's insane, and congratulations to that guy for having an ultimate button mashing record set. So that's awesome, and I've never heard of even anyone who could do that fast. So that's awesome. Now, I'm gonna butcher a name again, but Satoshi Tajiri, the creator of Pokemon, which makes a lot more sense to me, got the idea for the worldwide phenomenon by watching caterpillars grow into butterflies. What? That is absolutely insane. Watching caterpillars grow into butterflies started Pokemon, a worldwide sensation where gamers of all ages can somehow all enjoy and like, because you feel some form of attachment to these Pokemon that you happen to have, and you train them and you get them better and stronger and stuff, and it's absolutely insane that all of that came just from watching a caterpillar grow up into a butterfly. So I reckon that's really cool, and I never would have known that. So I think that's pretty cool personally, and I never knew that Pokemon was based off of something so simple. So who knows, if you happen to have watched a caterpillar grow up into a butterfly at some point in your life, maybe you might be the next creator of the awesome new game or the new version of Pokemon. So I reckon that's pretty cool. In the first Fallout, if you created your character with less than 4 intelligence, you couldn't talk to anyone in the game. Your only dialogue options were grunts and noises, which makes the game insanely difficult to finish. Personally, I've never played a Fallout game before in my life, and some people might say, oh my god, you poor bastard, you've never experienced Fallout in your entire life, and that was a really quick, neato fact. And did you guys know, as a collective gaming fact, the collective noun for a group of Endermen is a haunting of Endermen? I would have never known that. Like, how do you even come up with a collective noun for a group of Endermen? I don't know. But anyway, if any of you guys are Minecraft fans, I hope you enjoy that one. This one I did happen to know, but I thought that I would share with you all anyway. The original Halo was actually supposed to be a strategy game the first time round. In case you guys don't know at all what I'm talking about, the original first Halo was supposed to be basically a similar design to Halo Wars, where you would just give out orders instead of running and gunning, but it still had the similar Spartan and Covenant units, but it was just basically supposed to be a strategy game instead of a first-person shooter. It's a good thing that they did change it, because it turned out to be an amazingly awesome success. Speaking about shooters, let's go on to Modern Warfare 3, which was the fastest-selling game at its time, which sold 8.8 million copies in the first month, breaking every sales record prior. In fact, the previous record holder was actually Black Ops 1, which was only at 8 million copies in the first month. So that's an awesome amount of sales, and I'm not so sure about sales nowadays and how much Black Ops 2 and Ghosts were, but that's an insane amount of sales. Honestly, 8.8 million in the first month. So moving on to our last fact, it's about our wonderful mustached friend Mario, who was originally going to ride a rocket and carry gun. Yeah, that's insane. I never would have guessed this, but it turns out our Italian plumbing friend was originally going to be a bit more of a badass, and it took a while for Nintendo to nail down the jumping and turtle crushing idea as the core part of Super Mario Bros., and it was originally meant to be more of a straight-up action game with Mario wielding a beam gun and rifle. Also, the game was to be split evenly between on-foot stages and shooter stages in which Mario rides a rocket or cloud. That is absolutely insane. I have never heard of any of this before, but that is awesome, and I wish I could see a spin-off game of Mario being more of a badass than what he is normally, but he's still pretty cool as it is. So anyway, make sure that you all leave a like, comment, favorite, and or subscription on this video. It is much appreciated, and I really do hope that we can continue this series, because I have a lot of fun looking up these facts on the internet and stuff and having some fun with that, and I hope that you guys have all had a amazing, wonderful couple of facts about our wonderful gaming hobby that we have. So make sure that you leave a like and a comment as well about what I could do for some future episodes. I do have a couple of general ideas, but if you guys want to see something specific like there was in this episode, then let me know, because I want to shape my content towards what you guys want. So make sure that you let me know if you want to see something in particular. I'm Ace Hawk, or Kiv, and with that second split quad feed for the video, I'm out.